Yo. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a weekly gaming news show, the podcast where two seasoned console playing veterans come together and talk about the news as it pertains to video gaming for the week. It is November 24th, 2018. And we got some news stories for you guys. But first and foremost, happy Thanksgiving to all of the people out there that celebrated, all the Americans out there that just take a single day and just eat all of the best food that the world has to offer. Boogie, how was your Thanksgiving, man?
It was great. We went and visited a cousin. It was my wife's cousin. I like him. He's a cool dude. They just bought a new house right close to us in Urbana, so they hosted this year, and they had all the stuff. They had the turkeys, and they had the mac and cheese. But the highlight for me is they had sake. And I was downing on that. Man, listen, I like sake. I like it a lot.
Look at Boogie all cultured and stuff. What's going on over here? It was cultured Boogie today. I had a more traditional. Well, I wouldn't say traditional because I was house hopping. I went to my mom's house for a little bit, and then we actually all gathered up, and then we went to my cousin's house for a little bit, and then we watched the Redskins get destroyed. And then we came back. I came back home and spent the rest of the night with my girlfriend and her peoples.
What's funny?
What's up?
Is I barely watched any football. I did watch the Saints game.
Yeah, okay. That was after, right?
Yeah, that was the last game. Yeah, I barely watched any football. Because we also have family. My wife's family flew in from London, so they're staying here at the house with us. So I'm just being social. Talking to people instead of watching the football and stuff. So
that's what's up. I mean, it was on in the background, and like everybody was watching. Right. So it was kind of a social event in itself. Everybody complaining about how bad the Redskins were playing. I mean, how many interceptions was it? I think I saw like 4 in the fourth quarter. It was pretty bad.
you got Colt McCoy as your quarterback, and you signed butt fumble extraordinaire Mark Sanchez when Colin Kaepernick is still sitting out there. I'm just saying. But that's enough sports, yo. You'll have to tune into our other podcast if you want to hear us talk about sports. We have no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the show. As always, we like to start things off with any updates and corrections that we may have from a previous show. So let's go ahead and jump into that. And This is crazy because just like the zombie apocalypse, this story just won't die. It won't die, right? It just keeps coming back.
Just keeps coming back from the dead. We're talking once again about TellTale Games because there's actually been an update regarding the fate of The Walking Dead's final chapter. So Boogie, why don't you go ahead and take us there?
So The Walking Dead, the final season is the final 2 chapters, right?
Yes.
Chapter 3 and 4 are back in development.
We back at it.
While TellTale Games is essentially long gone, not long gone, but they're gone. The Walking Dead is definitely going to be coming back. So for those of you who bought the season pass, you're going to be able to finish. The final 2 episodes are going to be completed by the studio is Skybound. Okay. And what's interesting about Skybound is that they were founded by the creator of the Walking Dead comics.
Oh wow! Okay.
So it's his studio, and so it's his product. And we talked last week how The Walking Dead was taken down off of the Steam store.
Yeah.
Part of the reason is because of the transition to the licensing, the owner of the license. Okay. And so once all of the legalese is done, they assure it's going to go back up. Okay. And seasons 3 and 4 will be released. I mean, episodes
3 and 4. Yeah. Okay. So it's essentially changing the SKU, because it'll no longer be under TellTale's licenses agreement. So they have to end that, take it down, and then like they'll re-upload it. That's actually pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, we did hear that a lot of the people that were working on it have been rehired. So it's like you'll still get that creative mindset from the same group of people, and not just a bunch of people just like hobbling together a bunch of assets and calling it a story. You actually get the creative what they were trying to create initially. So I'm happy about that.
Right.
I'm happy about that.
So all the Walking Dead fans, rejoice. You're going to get to finish your story, and it sucks because the way it was standing is people weren't going to be able to finish the story.
Right.
And this has been a story going over 3 seasons, right? So at least now they're going to get to finish it for sure.
Yeah. So that's good. You'll get to see the end of Clementine's journey. A lot of people have grown with the character, and so it'll be really good to see like a proper send off. I always hate when there's like a unscheduled cancellation of like a project, whether it's like a movie series or a TV series. You always want to see those things through, and it's good that with all of the drama that has been TellTale's Walking Dead and TellTale as a whole, that they'll at least get to see this series come to a proper conclusion, because it was the series that kind of propelled them into the stratosphere and put them on the map, essentially. That this was their most popular property. So this is a good thing. I'm happy about it. I'm happy about it. But yeah, that was our updates and corrections. Anytime that there is a new development in a story that we cover, we like to post that in the beginning of the show in our updates and corrections section. But anytime you guys catch us slipping, or if there's something that we forget to mention, you can also let us know, and we'll update it here as well. You can hit us up on our social media. Links will be in the description if you're watching on YouTube. And if you are listening to us, you can check out our show notes, which is on our Facebook page. We'll have that linked for you as well. So let's go ahead and get into the current events, the current news. And we're going to start off with the quick hits, which are kind of like lightning round style stories that we're going to go through really quickly before we get into the meat and potatoes of the show. So let's go ahead and jump into that. First up, we got news out of Epic Games with Fortnite, because they are going to be launching their Winter Royale tournament very soon.
What's interesting about this, the last tournament, the fall tournament, was invite only. The Winter Royale is actually open
to the public.
It's open to the public, and in fact, it's going to use the tournament feature that's built into the game.
Okay.
So you can just jump into the tournament and you try to qualify. In fact, it starts today. The open qualifiers start today, the 24th and 25th. And then I think the European finals are November 30th and December 1st. And the North American finals are the 11th and 12th. This tournament is only for those regions. It's only for the European and North American regions.
Okay.
They said they will bring tournaments out to other regions going forward. They're still testing out the regional settings of that tournament mode. So everybody else, don't feel left out. You're going to be included as well. And the prize pot is not small. It's $1 million prize pot.
$1 million.
So, I mean, all of you Fortnite stands out there that have been rocking Fortnite in the back of class instead of listening to your history teacher, get those thumbs cracking, because log on to Fortnite, enter that tournament, and try your luck.
Yeah, try your luck. Because it's open to everybody. Anybody could win within the two regions.
Right.
But man, that is a lot of that's a lot of money.
Right.
$1 million for a tournament, $1 million prize pot.
If you think about tournament, if you look at how much Fortnite is bringing in, it's
a drop in the bucket. Yeah. That's one thing we've been saying over here, is that Epic Games now officially has too much money.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they have so much money, they started giving money back to developers. That's
giving
crazy.
Money back. It's just like, just take it. Fortnite is dead to Morrigan, though. He's moved on to Warframe. Okay, I see you. Shout out to our live audience. We are currently live on both Twitch and on Facebook. So if anybody's out there, shouts out to you. You can ask us questions in the chat as well, using the hashtag AskAWGNS. We'll answer any questions that you guys have for us live during the stream. If you're watching this after the fact, you can also use the hashtag either in the comment section on YouTube, or you can just use the hashtag on Twitter, and we monitor the hashtag, so any questions asked of us, we'll be able to answer those live on the stream as well. But with that said, let's go ahead and move on to the next story in our quick hits. And there's another studio that is hitting the scene, and it's known as Red Hill Games. So what's the deal with Red Hill Games?
Yeah, so the former Remedy CEO, Matthias Millirin,
Mm-hmm.
Millirin, whatever, however you pronounce his name.
Millie Rock or any block. No,
he has too many consonants and not enough vowels in his
right.
name. But he's a former Remedy CEO. He's opening a free-to-play PC game studio. It's called Red Hill Games. They're based out of Helsinki. And if you're unfamiliar with Remedy, Remedy did Quantum Break, they did Alan Wake, they did Max Payne 2 and Max Payne.
The original.
Did some other, the original. Yep, they did some other games as well. But I mean, they're not a small studio, and by any stretch of them matter. But yeah, he just jumped out one of his own thing, and it's called Red Hill Games, and their plan is to make free to play PC games.
Yeah, they want like a global impact with this one as well. So they're going to be making games that essentially anybody can play.
Right.
The free to play market is definitely where it's at, because it's one of the only places where you can actually have loot boxes and people not go for the jugular on you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's kind of justified in that sense, where it's like, okay, well, the game is free. They need some way to make money. So that's why they have, like either loot boxes or like ridiculous amounts of DLC content, microtransactions, or what the such.
What I've always said, I don't necessarily mind that. I don't typically partake, but I don't necessarily mind that, because just like you said, they're giving me a game. It's free to play, and if it's something I'm really enjoying if it's something I'm really enjoying, I typically will at least buy 1 or 2 loot boxes just so I can support them and keep the game up. Right.
And especially if you want your character to look different from everybody else,
right?
There's no like pay to win mechanic. It's more like a pay to swag mechanic.
Pretty much.
You want to look dope, you want to look different from everybody else, pay a couple of dollars. And I don't necessarily have a problem with that. And so I think that's the reason why they're going this route. I don't know why my music keeps cutting off. Freaking what's this damn thing? Spotify is just acting a fool today. But yeah, no, this is actually pretty cool. Remedy Games has a legacy of making some very, very top-notch titles they under their belt, so it'll be interesting to see what they do in the free-to-play field. And once anything comes out, we'll definitely let you guys know. We may even give it a shot since it's free.
Yeah, definitely.
Give you guys our first impression. I haven't done a first impressions video in a long time. I probably should get back to doing those. But yeah, pretty cool. Red Hill Games is a thing now. We'll just have to wait and see what kind of products they bring out. Let's go ahead and move on to the next and the last story in our quick hit. See, we're actually living up to the freaking living up to the titles of these segments. We're getting through this fairly quickly. And this one is pretty interesting. Boogie, I'll let you go ahead and take the reins on this one. What's happening here?
Valve is discontinuing the Steam Link.
Yeah, and for those of you that don't know what the Steam Link is, it's essentially just like a really small device that it's kind of like the Steam Box, only kind of smaller.
Yeah,
is that right?
No, what it is, the Steam Link allows you connect it to a TV, and it allows you to stream your Steam games from your PC to whatever TV you have this connected to. So think of it as more of like a Chromecast or Amazon Fire TV type device.
Okay.
And it actually, from all reports, it worked really well. The lag was minimal. It had controller support, so you didn't have to carry a keyboard and mouse with you. You could just play using a controller.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to go, play your Steam game up in the living room, you could do that as opposed to sitting in front of your rig. At one point last year, they were selling them for $1.
Whoa.
They were trying to get them out there, but it just never picked up steam, and
no pun intended. I see what you did there.
Yeah, it just never picked up steam, and I think it's just that most PC gamers, like big time PC gamers, they want to play in front of their rig, because it's not just they have the PC and the monitor. They have a elaborate setup: the PC, the monitors, the controllers, the headsets, the
capture
keyboard
cards,
and mouse. They have elaborate setups that they're playing on. So I think that's where this is something more for a casual player. And most casual players aren't playing seriously.
PC.
Aren't playing on PC.
Yeah. I think that was where they messed up. This was definitely for a more casual player, or at least they were trying to reach out to more casual gamers. But not a lot of casuals play on PC. Either they don't have the type of equipment that can support the games that can want to be played on PC, or that they have home consoles, and that's and the home consoles are plugged up in a place where it's beneficial for them. So it's like either in the living room or the bedroom or wherever.
Right.
So yeah, it's unfortunate, but yeah, another Steam device bites the dust. It's going the way of the Steam box, something I just mentioned, because those haven't been selling.
No,
and
they just added. We talked about that. They just added compatibility software with Windows games, because nobody was developing them for Linux, which the Steam box is based on Linux. So that may still have some legs, but I don't see it going too far.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's going to go too far. A lot of people, when they think of Steam, they think of purchasing games on PC, and that's about it. I commend them for trying to branch out and do more things, but a lot of people just want Steam and Valve essentially to just make games again, make Valve game again. And then instead they've been trying to venture out and seeing like other ways that they can make money.
Right. And so the way this is going on, so in Europe they're all sold out, so you can't get them in Europe. Not United States, I'm sorry. In North America there's still supply, but once that supply is out, it's gone.
Forever.
They're no longer producing the Steam links, and they did say that they will support it with software and firmware updates for the foreseeable future.
Okay.
So if you already have one, they're not just going to leave it behind, but they're just not making any more either.
Yeah, it's sad, man. Reminds me of the Microsoft Zune, man. Do you remember that? Oh yeah. God, I remember when they said they weren't making no more. I was like, no. I was such a rebel. But yeah, Steam Link is being discontinued. This is very unfortunate, but if you already have one, it looks like you're still good to go. And that's gonna do it. Yeah, for now. We'll see exactly how long they keep it up. But yeah, that's gonna do it for our quick hits. If you have anything that you would like to add to the story, because what we like to do is we like to create a dialogue. We tell the story, we give our opinion, and then we like to hear from you guys. So if you're watching this on YouTube or you're watching this after the fact, we want to know what you think. So let us know down in the comment section down below. You can also hit us up on social media as well. Links will be in the description. You can also see them at the bottom of the screen. Right underneath Boogie is where you can reach us across the interwebs.